Hi, I just thought I'd come to you this morning and I just would, actually it's afternoon, so I don't know where the day went. And I'm drinking my tea, got my hair back because I'm making lasagna and it's actually the second pan I've made. I have another pan that's like cooking on low in the oven. But I just wanted to say, are you having a good day? And some of you may know me from church and some from my blog over at His Unmeasured Grace, and some from my Facebook groups, and some from the community where I live. And, you know, some may just be seeing this go down through your feed. And I hate it when phone calls come when you're trying to do something like this. Anyway, as I'm making my lasagna, I thought that I would talk to you. And I've been reading Romans, actually studying it. And I don't have lots of time to do it every day, but I give it the amount of time that I can. And that's always a good thing. And this is like mass produced. I'm doing it this way instead of mixing it in. I put all the flavor in already in the meat. So anyway, in case you don't know, I'm Judith Coles. Some know me as Judy, but don't spell it with a Y. I don't like that. I grew out of that. That's from when I was a little girl. And I spell it Judie. So that's why I prefer it. And anyway, then, since now I grew up and there's more Judys that I've met, it kind of distinguishes me from the other Judys that I run into. And I just wondered how your life is. And I gotta put this cheese on here now. And I wondered, like, I keep running into people that are struggling with something. Some people are struggling with their physical problems, and some people have, like, if you stop and listen to people, they are dealing with, some people with some pretty serious issues. Maybe they have cancer, back problems, or some kind of a problem that keeps them feeling like loss of energy all the time. But then, like one mom that I talked to yesterday, she doesn't even have any free time. She can't even go to the bathroom without her kids wanting to follow her in and going, "Mommy, Mommy," or more like probably, "Mom, Mom." And so she can end up feeling like she has no time for herself, no time in the shower by herself, nowhere she can get alone by herself. And so, you know, I don't know where you're at, what you're struggling with. Maybe depression, maybe melancholy. I struggle with that. I wouldn't say that I totally struggled with depression. And sometimes if you admit that, anyhow, that's kind of bad. But I wasn't, because I was able to keep going. It was just a heavy feeling that I woke up with every day. And, you know, you can say it's spiritual or whatever. Maybe it was hormonal at the time. I think I have no hormones left now. So anyway, you know, I don't know what you're struggling with, but there's answers. And as I'm reading through the book of Romans, what I've really been struck with is, you know, it talks a lot about, Paul was writing to the Jewish people. I think the Jewish people were kind of judgmental and didn't think that that anybody else could be saved or Jewish or anything than them. And the Jewish people, for the most part, I wouldn't say all of them, they were trying to find their righteousness and their get into heaven through what they did. And Paul was trying to clarify that and say, no, it's not through what you do. It's not through the laws and the rules and whatever you have in your life that would be similar, you know. And he was saying that it's not that. It's through faith only. It's only through faith and only through Jesus, or faith in Jesus Christ. And this was totally new to the Jewish people, and some of them didn't even want to listen to that, and just, but anyway, what struck me from this is that I'm not Jewish, and not Jewish at all as far as I know. I mean, who knows? You could have Jewish somewhere and you not even know. But anyway, I'm not Jewish, so I'm not one of the chosen people. And the Jewish people in the Bible, God talks to them about being chosen, and the line comes down through Abraham, and I can forget how to explain it as soon as I finish reading it. So if you're a theologian, I'm not. So it was striking me that, I'm not Jewish, but God says that, I'm not backing this up with the Bible. You'll have to read through Romans to see what I mean. And because this isn't overly planned, I'm making lasagna, remember? And that even though I'm not Jewish, even though I wasn't chosen, that I was chosen. And that God chose me. And He's choosing you too. And He wants you. Maybe you already know that you are chosen. But so, anyhow, this is what the whole mystery and the whole wonderful thing of it all is. And I'm making this for church. For like a big thing tonight. It's an outreach for hunters and everything. Anyhow, the thing of it is that it really, really struck me that God chose me. And if God hadn't had that frame of mind where He was going to include someone else who wouldn't reject Him, who wanted Him, that I would be going to hell. And I would be going to hell except for if I had faith in Jesus Christ. Because outside of that, there's, if I don't put my faith in Jesus Christ, there is no hope for me. And that is the only way. You can do it any other way you want, but it's not going to, at the end of the day, it's not going to count. You can put your faith in, like, say, going to church or in being baptized or any of those things, and it's not that's not it. You have to have a relationship with Jesus Christ, and that is the only way, through Jesus. And what better way? Because of having a relationship with Jesus, then I can talk with Him, and like with this, for instance, I'm a mom. I have 7 kids. And I can think back, and even each day when the kids were all at home, by the end of the day, I felt like a total failure. And even if I was totally perfect, and I had done my day totally perfectly, it still wouldn't have mounted up to anything, because it would have been in my own strength instead of relying on Jesus Christ. And my righteousness isn't in myself. There is nothing I can do. So my righteousness has to be in Jesus Christ. So even though I failed, then it's under the blood and it's under Jesus. And that He can take both my failures and use them for His glory in my children's lives as they remember. Or He can use even the things I did right when I read the Bible to them, and as I homeschooled and as I talked to them, and even when I lost it, and even when they can, some of them now might see, hey, they have the same struggles when they have their children, because we are all imperfect, and we can't do it, in our strength. I think what you need, if you're a mom, I think what you need the most when you feel like a failure, you need someone to come alongside of you and encourage you. And so that's my thing in life, is how can I encourage other people so they don't feel like they're doing this all alone, like I felt. And so get into the book of Romans or some book like that and read the Bible for yourself. And if you love the Lord and you're not reading the Bible every day, I don't know how you're doing it, because there is just no way I could have gotten through those years. Just no way. And just remember, your righteousness is not in you. So you can try to be good and do things it's not going to work. And if you fail, that's because you're human, and it just, you have to rely on Jesus. That's all I can say to it. And maybe next time I can be more organized and have a couple Bible verses or even just one to back me up. But the whole book of Romans can back me up. The whole book of Romans is wonderful. I have been getting so much out of it. So I hope you have a wonderful day, and just God bless you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.